I'm Ruben Carrazana, and I'm a multi-hyphenate theater artist, primarily an actor. That's what I feel most comfortable saying, but I also direct and write and produce sometimes. That's me. Yeah, so I mean, advice that I would normally give to like any artist, anybody who's interested in like, some kind of artistic pursuit is to see and experience as much work as possible, right? I kind of feel like that's part of my job, is to like see everything, like see the stuff I know I'm gonna love, see the stuff I know I'm gonna hate, because it's only then that you can kind of like cultivate what your taste is. And so I would say that, and then by doing that, then you'll know who are the theater companies, if you're a theater artist, who are the companies in town that you want to work with, who are the people that whose work really resonates with you. So an artist from our community that I admire, there's many that I could choose from, but I'm gonna go with my girl Danielle Giorgio, because I just think that her choices are so bold and risky. She's got this like singular artistic vision that I think sets her apart from anybody else in town. And I'm generally somebody who kind of thinks of himself as kind of like, like a simple guy, anything that's even like remotely like avant-garde or abstract. If it's not kind of like being like spoon-fed to me, I just don't get it, right? But even with Danielle's stuff, even after I've seen one of her shows, even if I didn't fully understand like what she was intending, right? It is almost always something that provokes questions in me, that challenges me, that's funny, that's bizarre, that's maybe even a little bit scary. And again, just like the boldness of the choices that she makes, and everybody seems like they're having a blast on stage, which is always good, because then you as the audience start having a blast. So yeah, I love Danielle's work. I love seeing her work. I love working with her. I think she's a treasure, a DFW treasure. I don't see very many people produce the works of María Irene Fornés, and I think that's understandable, because I didn't know about her work until like recently, and I'm kind of embarrassed because she was born in Cuba. My parents are Cuban. I should know about her, but it's weird because I saw a picture in the New York Times. I think it was when she passed away a couple years ago. There was a picture in the New York Times of her with she was sitting down with like Edward Albee and Horton Foote, and I think Tennessee Williams, and these are people that are considered, legends of like the American theater, and you don't usually hear Fornés be a part of that conversation. And I think she's somebody who's like influenced so many of the writers and so many contemporary writers whose work I love. It'd be really interesting to see more of her work being produced, because so many people don't know what she's about. And she's so, her work is so diverse. I haven't read a whole lot of it, right? But the few plays of hers that I have read are just so diverse, and you can see the influence of her contemporaries, and you can see the influence of her on our contemporary playwrights. I just think she's such a fascinating playwright. Is I think the people, and not just like the people that work in Second Thought, like they're all great, fantastic human beings to like work with and to be around, but also like the people that they continually choose to work with, right? Like the actors, the directors, the designers. They're just some of my favorite artists in town. So there's that. I love the people, and I also love Second Thought's focus on performance and storytelling and the actors. That's one thing that's always stood out to me about Second Thought's approach to the work. For the most part, is there really seems to be a focus on, this is about telling stories. This is about connecting with other human beings, and I love that approach. That's what kind of like resonates with me. That's the kind of stuff that moves me, is seeing again, like human beings on stage being humans, and in all of their messiness and complexities, and ugliness, and that's what I kind of like thrive on.